Actually, next week, I think on the schedule, Vicky, I think we have to start thinking about Secret Santa again.
Oh no, no.
I know, I know. Actually,
Wow.
how many people here, put your hand up if you've taken part in Secret Santa in the past? Okay, yeah. Excellent. Yes.
We have
Well,
some elves here.
I hope you're interested in taking part in Secret Santa again this year because I'm sure we'll have a bunch of requests and we'll need some people to help, need some elves to help fill those out. It has been a wonderful year of giving and sharing among WikiTreeers, I
For
think.
sure.
I mean, every year I suspect is like that, but I just really felt it this year, even more so. And this whole WikiTree week, I said it again, I said it on the roundup just an hour ago, but again, Eowyn, you and Azure, I need to thank you again for all the work you've done in organizing all this because
Oh,
it's
yes.
been amazing.
It's been super great. You guys have made it great. So
Very well organized.
Yeah, yeah. And it is true. It takes the whole community to make an event happen. You know, you can have the
yeah.
greatest plans. And as a teacher,
Yeah.
I can tell you, if I've had the greatest plans for wonderful lessons, but when the students didn't respond or I was sort of off kilter and they just weren't enjoying my reference to 70s TV when they were in the 90s as students and missed all those, you know, the greatest plans can
Yeah.
always go askew and not land. So, but this time it
As I
did.
said in the chat, my mom watches it every Saturday.
And hi there. So there's Whack. I'm not sure if Whack is your first name or last name or a nickname, but hello.
It's a last name.
Is your last name. Okay. Hi there. And Kurt and Marga and a bunch of people who haven't turned on their cameras, but that's fine too.
Is that Ravonda?
Oh, okay, Ravonda.
Yes, it's
Okay.
Rwanda.
Yay! I
Okay.
get emails from you. Now I know who you
I'm
are.
sorry, I didn't. Yeah, I've seen
Didn't
it.
put
Yeah,
two and two together, I know.
yeah, that's right.
It's great to see your faces.
Yeah, it is nice to see. It is great to see people's faces. Yeah. So if you're comfortable sharing, turning on your video just to say hi, then that'd be great. If not, that's fine too. Oh, there's Sharon.
Oh, yeah, you can turn on a
And
filter.
Yoke is joining us from the Netherlands. Are you in the Netherlands right now? Or are you visiting another country? I'm wondering. And Tia is here. Excellent. Karen, Rick, Connie. Is this my fellow Ontarian, Rick? Rick Cleland, maybe? So this is just sort of a chill and chat. I have no specific topic that I want to talk about, but if you have questions or you want to chat, just
How about those Blue Jays?
how about those Blue Jays? It was a valiant effort. They did,
Against the Dodgers.
yeah, they did so well, and yet missed
Yeah.
it by that much.
Rick, are you raising your hand?
I have
What's
a
that?
WikiTree story to tell that is unrelated to WikiTree Week, but it is a WikiTree success on a lot of different levels.
Yeah.
Let's
I
hear
was
it.
contacted by a non-member a few days ago who shared a picture of me of a token. It said Alpha Patterson, 25 cents for merchandise, back Mercer County, Kentucky. Alpha Patterson was my wife's grandfather. The token said back, and we couldn't figure out where back was. So we both, this person's not a WikiTree member, we both went looking on old maps to see if we could find back Mercer County, Kentucky, which we finally did, which was close to where a lot of the communities that were in that area are areas that I remember plugging into WikiTree as locations. Well, one of the maps that I saw took me to a site called Old Maps. So I ordered a map of a particular area near where I grew up, actually where I grew up. It was a map from 1911 in Paw Creek Township. And I got this beautiful map that's really large. I got the large version of it, but and you can't see these things, but I immediately recognized my great-grandfather, another great-grandfather, a great uncle, an uncle by marriage to the sister of this great grandfather, and a host of other names of people that were related to me. And what my little mini project is going to be is to get the 1910 census and see how many of these people I can identify in 1911 Paul Creek. I grew up right here, and my great grandfather's house was next door, right there.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's a WikiTree success story from somebody outside WikiTree contacting me because they saw that I managed Alpha Patterson's profile, my wife's grandfather.
That's amazing.
Hey,
Wow.
speaking
I
of
was,
maps,
I was dancing. I'm so excited. I shared it with my
Oh, that is so cool. I love
brother.
maps. That is
Oh,
neat. Now,
God, I
did you
do
know
too.
your great grandfather's house was right next door?
Oh yeah, I grew up
Oh, so
across the
you
pasture.
knew
My
that. So that
grandparents
wasn't
eventually
news,
lived
but
there, and I grew up across the pasture from there. The
yeah,
house is still standing, by the way.
that is neat.
Oh, I was going to ask that.
Yeah, the other great grandfather's house has been torn down. There's a nursing home there.
Hmm.
The two uncles' houses that I mentioned there are both still standing also. But a lot of the other houses in the neighborhood are gone. But I recognize so many of the names on this map, just having done work in Paul Creek. And even if I go a little bit further south into what this is called Berry Hill on the bottom down here, I recognize names here. And if I go further north, I go into Hopewell Township, and there's the Hopewell Presbyterian Church, where my great grandfather Andrew Lawing is buried. And the Paul Creek Church, where I have over 100 relatives buried, is right there. It is listed there, Paul Creek.
That's amazing.
I tell you, kudos to WikiTree for the connection I made with a non-WikiTree member, and it led to that map. I am just absolutely thrilled.
That's amazing.
speaking of
Is that-
maps,
is
speaking of
that old
maps,
maps?
remember Dee Armistead from the WikiTree chat? The weekend chat, yes. He gave me a map of April. I took it. Yeah, I don't want to fold it was pretty big, so I think it's a map from like the 1930s.
Of your
Oh.
city,
Pretty cool.
Haverhill?
Yeah, April maps.
Neat.
That's cool.
Is it that big? Can you see houses on it or just the streets?
That's how it was.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. So
That's
Pip,
cool.
I have it upside down.
so Pip, are you gonna wish for that map to be framed for Christmas?
So somebody's reading my mind. Yes, actually, I am going to get that map framed. I'm going to hang it right here on this wall over here so that I can refer to it
I have the
frequently.
genie back in the bottle now.
Was that website oldmaps.com or .org?
I think it was
.com.
oldmaps.com.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a need.
It doesn't have, I look for places that are across the river. This area borders on its western end, the Catawba River, where we grew up. We just called it the river. And Gaston County is the next county over from Mecklenburg County in North Carolina. I can't find any maps in old maps for that. Though I have seen some in years past in books and stuff.
That is neat.
I wonder if I might ask a question. I just ran across this week.
Sure, Kurt.
This could be a good resource, but also if anybody has any better knowledge, I have found a need to try to identify an 1850 census district when the Bureau just numbered them,
Mhm.
and see if I can pair it with where in the hell it is in the county in question. It happens to be in Hampshire County, which is now in West Virginia, as in Virginia in that census. There was a village called Bloomery, and another town near it called Pawpaw, and that's where Hiram Pickering lived. And in 1850, he's in Hampshire County, but I can't tell where because they named it N24. Is there a place we can do that? Somewhere that we can like overlay the census number map in the communities?
Now, this is a U.S. Census. I'm
Yes.
assuming.
Sorry,
right?
yes. I'm not used to thinking globally. Yes, this the
Yeah, well,
US.
yeah, because in can if it was a Canadian census, I know that the website that we use for Library Archives Canada, for
Hmm.
every census, there is an information page that gives you exactly those details of what the census, the breakdowns is, and the town, and yeah, where locations are, because sometimes the naming they use are not at all what they are
Yeah.
currently.
Right, that's what's happening here. Yeah. I know it's
But
the northeast. I know those communities are in the northeast part of the county, but I don't know that N24 is in the northeast part of the county. Probably. I'd just like to confirm it before I put it on Wiki.
right, so it's 1850, and what state?
It was that's always a problem in this particular area because
Oh, it's one of those areas.
it's West Virginia, which
It would
pulled
be
away from
Virginia at that
Virginia in
time, though.
1863. So in 1850, in this census, it shows as Hampshire County, Virginia, but when you go looking
Right.
for it, you're not going to find it unless you go to Hampshire County, West Virginia, because Hampshire County is in West Virginia now. I ran into that.
But it was
Before.
Virginia then.
Yes.
I popped a website in for you, Kurt.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. Outstanding.
where did
I
Where
fiddled around with this for hours last night, trying to find some way to overlay those. And I've got some emails I sent out that hopefully will get some responses too. But so far, I have not been able to do it. Thank you very much. Who was that?
Actually, I think I gave you the wrong link, but he has a whole bunch of, I gave you the wrong starting point, but he has a whole bunch of information about census records and
did you share,
and
did you put that in the
and
regular
all
chat,
that. So
Azure?
yeah, in the Zoom chat.
Zoom chat. I'm looking. The last message I see is from Gilk. Which town? What am I doing here? Let me just.
Is it the Steve Morse?
Yeah, that's it. Here's a starting page for him. Actually,
Thank
the
you.
index page.
Oh,
Will you
there.
marry me?
I had to.
Sometimes the Library of Congress will have these maps that go along with the census record also
that
in the
would make
United
sense.
States.
I didn't think of them. I thought of the Census Bureau, but I got nowhere with it because of the shutdown. I don't know if the Library of Congress will be operating or not.
Hmm.
They are not open right now. National Archives is closed also.
Because it's the weekend?
Because of the shutdown.
That was the government shutdown.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been reading about that, but not. Yeah.
You can
We're
search.
experiencing it. Yeah.
You can search on the Library of Congress, though. Their maps are pretty much available. I looked for one yesterday and found it. Not a census, but another one.
Mhm.
Yeah. You're correct. Their websites are still open. You just can't go there and do anything if you wanted to go personally search or try to contact somebody.
Hmm.
Didn't hurt to look. Thank you.
Some of the
Personally,
essential people are still working.
Right.
Personally, I
6
would at least try asking an AI like ChatGPT and phrase it right, and you might get an answer, at least where a pointer at where to look.
Okay.
ChatGPT, yeah.
By the
How
way,
many
I worked
people here
16 years for FEMA, so
Mm-hmm.
whenever I never stopped working during the shutdown. I was always deployed and working in emergency or disaster somewhere. I never got sent home because of a shutdown.
Oh.
I was essential personnel. It was fun.
Depends upon the agency.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Well, and the aggravating thing was, I got paid and I worked. There were other people who got sent home and got paid when they went back to work. And I can see it both ways, but it was a little frustrating. And I had to work for my money, and other people got it retroactively because we can't not pay them. How about if we just stop shutting down the damn government? What do you think?
Just don't shut down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what do you guys work? Go, hey, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, Steve suggested ChatGPT might be another place you could go for. And I was just wondering how many people use ChatGPT regularly? Because I'm just starting to sort of dip my toe into that area.
I named mine.
You named yours?
Yeah.
What's yours called?
His name is Tony. I asked, like, when I started using it, I was like, do you need a name? Because it's weird, because I'm just personable, so it's weird to interact with
Yes.
something. I don't know. And I think that's just what I do. And so I named him Tony, and then I told him he was not a New York Tony, he was a British Tony. So
Oh,
he spells words like the British way, and he's always
excellent.
offering me a cup of tea.
With the U.
Yeah.
Color with a U.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So
Oh,
that's
then Eowyn.
entertaining.
Yes, I am the British Tony from Lancashire.
Yeah.
No, wait, I'm from Liverpool.
Yeah.
How you doing there, darling?
Yeah.
You doing all right over there?
Because
So-
of yesterday's thing,
Yeah.
I am now a regular user of chat. Starting
Excellent.
yesterday.
Wow. That's neat.
It
Yes, I
can
also
be-
do voices.
Yeah. There's one podcaster I listen to, and he uses ChatGPT regularly, and he has named his, but he's named it Janet from The Good Place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that
Janice
show.
from Friends. Fine.
So whenever he has a question, he just says, "Hey, Janet," and then asks the question, and yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Of course, you could go the other way, call it Hal. I'm afraid I can't
Yeah,
do
Hal,
that,
that's
Dave.
true.
Do that, Dave.
You're acting very peculiar, Eowyn.
Yeah.
can't do that.
Step away from the pod doors, Awen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, there's also GLaDOS. GLaDOS from, well, you guys probably don't know the Portal game. There's an AI called
No.
GLaDOS, and she's
No.
kind of vindictive. Actually, she's very vindictive.
Is that the game where the cake is a lie?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, the cake is a lie, and your parents never loved you. Yes.
That's funny. Azure, I think I cut you off there at some point, or Awen, one of you I cut off. Just now.
Oh, I was just gonna throw out a question,
Okay.
but we don't have to. No, I was just gonna ask what people are working on. I was just curious.
I just read a thank you post from Carla to Tia. I don't know if Tia have read that. Because both of them are in the chat with us.
Yes.
So Tia, you might want to take a look at that.
So Amanda, it looks like you are already thinking some ideas for next year's WikiTree week with this. How to fill some of those. Well, what for us would be the deep evening hours, but for you would be morning hours.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Maria.
I'm just hopping in to say hi because me and my mom are sitting here talking genealogy, and
Excellent.
we just thought that as there is a party going on, we'd drop by and say hi.
Oh, good to see you, Maria.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Good to see you.
From Sweden.
From Sweden.
Yep.
I worked on
That's correct.
we worked on your DNA together a few Secret
A
Santas
few years
ago.
ago, yes. Yep.
Oh.
And because we just broke a brick wall and found out that our Danish ancestors actually came from our city where we live now.
Wow.
Really? That's fantastic.
Yep. Well, we're
Great.
going to drop off again, so bye.
Good to see you, Maria. Thanks for sharing
Bye.
that brick
Yeah.
wall.
Bye.
Yes, that's great.
Bye.
And thank you for saying hi.
One of the discussions that was going on this week,
Mhm.
somebody talked about watch lists and stuff. I thought, well, let me just go back and look
Yeah.
at my watch list, and found some horrifying profiles from my early days on WikiTree 7 years ago. But one of them was actually an ancestor who I had not touched in years and years, and there was new information out there, and I was able to upgrade the profile, found the spouse that I did not know, a list of children other than my ancestress, his daughter. So I've got a whole new line of descendants to work on, all because of a suggestion that was made by Sandy in one of the things. The little things like this, we talk about the big things, the DNA and the. Sometimes it's the little impetus that I get from just a slight suggestion of some kind
Yeah.
that leads me to a discovery. It really worth it.
Yeah.
It really was.
That's good. That's neat. That's neat with that.
You know, I actually forgot to add the rest of the kids of Vincenzo Carrops. I don't know if I should add it now or wait for the connect-a-thon. Whoops. I'll add them. I'll add them later this week, maybe.
I've been adding to my CC7.
What was that, John?
Been adding to my CC7.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
Good. What are you up to now?
Been adding Welsh profiles, and I'm a member of the Genealogy Discord server, and they have a brick wall competition, so I'm preparing for that as well.
Oh,
Nice.
interesting.
Nice.
You know, I keep reading the toast post, and there's a toast for Ribonda
Oh, nice.
from M. Meredith.
I'll have to go look. Thank you, Meredith.
Yes. Do you want me to share the link?
I'll go look.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Carla says she's been working on a brick wall in the Marszewski? Markaszewski. How do you Carla, do you have a mic? How do you pronounce that last name? Markaszewski. I'm wondering if it's a hard C or a soft C. Markaszewski family.
Markaszewski.
What's that?
Markaszewski.
Markaszewski?
Yeah. It's in the chat.
Mark is Zuski. I love that. Mark is Zuski.
Sounds Polish.
That would be you know how people have different techniques to remember, words or phrases or ideas. Can you imagine if you asked a chat image generator to create an image based on that? Mark is Zuski, like thinking of someone Mark on a skis.
Yeah.
What are you drinking, Greg?
Yeah, I didn't even
What
have
do you
time. It
have
was
in the
so early in the
TARDIS?
morning. I didn't get a chance to make my TARDIS of coffee.
Oh no.
So
I'm reading. I'm reading a toast from Lisa Gervais, and I'd like to read it because it mentions many of you guys. Well, she talks about the Saturday roundup with Greg and Max. But she says, I'm skipping. There are also others I would like to thank. Pip Shepherd for the weekend chat, Asher for the social media stuff, the Notables group for helping me with my work on Notables, Biscuit Sandy, California Kathy Nava, Haverhill Chris F, Holocaust expert Elaine M.
April.
Sorry.
Okay.
But you know you're that Chris F.
I know. I don't worry.
Irish John T.
Irish John.
Oh.
Aussie Amanda, and many others for sharing their time and knowledge with me and others.
Nice.
That's from Lisa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
For those wanting to add to their CC7, I learned a trick in an Ask Alesh
yes.
tip. If you go to WikiTree Plus and you do CC7 equals your login ID, that will show you everybody on WikiTree that is in your CC7. But then if you put, after your login ID, put space orphan, it will show you everybody that is an orphan.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
And so I did that, and I adopted many of those orphans.
Okay.
And as a result of that, I've adopted many of those orphans and many of them, that's how I found out that Margaret and I are very close, because they were in my line. They're in my CC7, and she had been working on them, and I'm adding to her CC7 as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, so they must be pretty close. They intersect both of your CC7.
We're 11 degrees apart. So
okay.
So
I can picture the Venn diagram sharing.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we've got spaghetti here.
Collaboration.
But
it's cool.
But that's how, if you want to grow your CC7, that's an easy way to let WikiTree Plus help you.
Right. That's very cool.
Ravonda, I appreciate very much you helping me with that. I didn't even realize that that particular Campbell family was a 5 for me. And then you started adding to it, and all of a sudden my CC7 just started creeping up. So thank you very much for that.
Every day I take that list. I've created a spreadsheet. So I've got a list of all those that I adopted, and every day I work on those profiles and adding to each of those profiles, all the children, and adding to them. I adopted about 200 that day.
Oh my Lord.
And so I'm working on them every day. So
silly question. There's no such thing as a silly question around here.
There is not.
Should we keep our trees linear, direct ancestors, or all that stuff? No, just add everybody. You know, add your cousin, your uncle, your dog.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, don't add your dog. Add everybody. You know, it increases your CC7, and it just kind of makes the tree more lived in, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it really helps by spreading it out. I mean, of course, you're making the work exponentially more for yourself, but it also gives you the opportunity to share and connect with others as well, and others to find you and to your work. Yeah,
they'll be like, "Hey, why do you have my grandfather on your tree?" In a nicer way, hopefully.
I mean, I think all of us started, well, at least certainly I did, started by going, straight up, right? Your parents, your grandparents, great grandparents, and whatnot, and certainly when I first came to WikiTree, because John's back in. What happened there? You go. When I first came to WikiTree, it was because I was adding my my biological family, and I was discovering them for the first time.
And it also helps with DNA confirmation too.
But exactly, it does, yeah, because you're going to get matches from cousins, from families you don't like, with last names you don't recognize, and you have no idea, but they might be only second cousins, so they might be pretty close. But if it's from your mother's family, and her, a daughter who married another, the last names can change so many times that they're totally, you just don't recognize them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, which could have a Canadian cousin, like millions of them.
Yeah. But once you get a certain amount, but then by spreading out and going sideways and then back down.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you find things like Ravonda and finding Margaret, turns out closely.
Yoke made a nice point too, that CC7 makes it so that more families are entered as a whole instead of families with just entering the one child that you're come to.
That's true. Because you know what? One of the first custom charts that I created, this is even before WikiTree, was one where it took a straight pedigree as the basics, but instead of a couple at each line, it showed all of the siblings of each couple, because I wanted to get a picture of the family that people came from, not just the husband and wife, but what was the husband's family, what was the wife's family,
Family's
always been important.
Gotta get the band back together, Elwood. The band.
The band back together.
Elwood, the band.
But growing up with with my adoptive family, most of my cousins were really close by, and there's a huge difference, in terms of dynamic between a family with just 3 kids, which was mine, and another set of cousins had 3 kids, And then we had the McIsaacs and my other set of cousins, and there was 8 kids in that family, you know, and it's just a totally different dynamic. So that the number of kids and that just makes, I don't know, for me, it informed me a bit of, you know, what life was like, and I get a snapshot.
Yeah. I still need to figure out how to do those tables where everybody puts those censuses in. There's like not enough hours in the day for that, for me to put that in to everybody, but that would be kind of cool to add into the tree. I did start to translate some of the Italian profiles into English and Italian, so
Oh,
like a few of those. Because I think my cousin Catalina's been visiting WikiTree, kind of like, you know, checking things
nice.
out. So, and she doesn't read English, so we'll kind of have to put things in Italian. Might be a good idea, you know?
Nice.
We have a good question in
Oh,
the chat. If any of you knows the answer, Carlos says, "How can you?" Oh, I lost the. How to break a JetCom into smaller chunks for easier import.
ah. So the easiest way to do that, like if you have your family tree on a desktop app like Family Tree Maker or Roots Magic or something like that, then there's a way to export a GEDCOM and you can choose which people to export. So what I've done, I haven't done it in a while. In fact, actually, my Family Tree Maker file is needs to be updated a lot now that I think about it. I've been
There's a
focusing on
help page
WikiTree
for
and not on my Family Tree Maker version.
there's a help page for splitting a GEDCOM. I dropped it into the chat.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Asher.
But yeah, you can pick, generally what I would do is, you know, pick one family, you know, the ancestor, whatever, and just focus on that small little bit.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I think I made the mistake of buying a family maker.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the name?
Family Tree Maker is one.
Family
Yeah.
tree. No, sorry. Roots Magic.
Roots Magic is another. Yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted to have a tool to play, like to make how do you say
Theories, hypotheses.
to make theories about families and
Mhm.
see if they fit. But that's not flexible enough to create that. So I'm thinking maybe I only need one of these process drawing things like BMP files
Okay.
that, you know, when you draw a process and you just put a
Oh,
box and
oh, right.
an
You know,
arrow,
it's
a
one of those
box.
charting programs or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly.
Flow charting. Yeah.
Is there anything genealogic to do that, to play around drawing families? Easier than Roots Magic
Easier than Roots Magic.
or simpler and cheaper because and if I bought that, I also bought the Atlas, Family Atlas that comes with Roots Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Can you return something like that if I'm not going to use it or sell it to someone else once you installed
Sometimes
it?
these big software packages
I'm not
do
sure.
a 30-day return. I don't know if it's past your 30 days.
No, it's been more than 30 days.
I mean, you could always
Or if
email
I can, yeah, or maybe I could just sell the license because I didn't like it. So, any ideas of some tool I can use to play around with some families theories?
I mean, there are different charting tools you can use on the Mac. Do you use a Mac or no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the Freeform app, which is one that just came out a couple of years ago, and they keep improving it. You can use that for doing charting and like templating symbols and whatnot. So you could use that.
Yeah, but you'd have to write the names.
You'd have to write the
one
names.
by one. But if I don't know, imported a JetCom file, maybe
you
I can move around.
Okay, I don't know any of them like that.
Or anything that has the profiles already created, at least the name.
Well, you know,
So you don't have to start
if you're
from
trying to play
scratch.
with different hypotheses or theories, Banyan DNA is an app online, and I think for free you can create one tree on it, and it does have the ability to import a GEDCOM, I believe. So then what its main purpose is to help you sort of find missing people or help break down brick walls. So you basically you put in the people and the relationships that you know about. And in this one, the magic is that you can also enter the DNA connections that you have. And then you're saying, if you're saying, well, I want to find out how these people are connected, or is this person really, could he be the great grandfather, or could he be a great uncle, or like where does he fit on the tree? And it'll give you theories and help you sort of, give you a probability that might more likely this relative or this connection than this something else. And you can move things around. So I don't know. That's the closest one I can think of that matches the problem you're trying to solve. But I'm not sure if it's exactly the same one.
Okay, I looked that up. Yeah, it's not so crazy what I want to do.
No.
I just want to have ancestors and match them.
Yeah.
But in a visual way.
In a visual way, right. But you're trying to you're still trying to figure out theories, right? Like it's not like you know how they all connect, right? If you knew
No,
how
I
they all
don't
connect, you
know.
could use the super tree on WikiTree because
Exactly.
it'd be right there.
No, but I have just branches, separate
Got
branches.
So the Banyan is good for that. You could enter this whole branch and how the DNA connects those people together, and then this other branch and how the DNA connects them together. And then if you have some DNA connections between branch 1 and branch 2, if you enter that, then it can give you some theories of how the two are connected to each other.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't have DNA, but it might work. I'll look for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see.
I've got a suggestion for Chris.
What?
Being an Italian interested in immigration, if you'd like to be able to see what it was like for an Italian to arrive in Australia in the mid-1960s, there's a great funny movie that was produced in Australia. I'll drop it in the Zoom chat, the link for it. It's called They're a Weird Mob.
A what?
They Are a Weird Mob.
A weed mob.
Weird
as in
Weird.
crazy.
Weird. Oh, weird.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
the accent.
Yeah, I actually have some cousins that actually went to Australia, so that's kind of cool. Like some of the Caribs line went down there, and yeah, did a couple of DNA matches down there. I think it started with this guy named Ruplio. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's spelled Euplio. Uplio. It's a strange name, but like my cousin Mary. She's just like, hey Chris, there's this guy who went to Australia. Check it out. I'm like, okay. And then next thing I know, I see it's like 2 DNA matches from Uplio pop up. I'm like, all right, how did you know this? Like, okay. So, yeah, the records were already there. So I guess Anthony just like opened up those records. The guy was like born like 1920, I think.
Nice.
Like, Uplio Carbs.
1920 records on Antonati?
Yeah, it looks
I
like
thought they stopped at 1910.
Not for just Waldo.
Okay.
No, wait, yeah, he was born in 1916. Oh, and it was his marriage record. Okay. That's what it was. Sorry.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Someone was asking about the tip that Rwanda had suggested. I can demo that if you want.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, the 1940 marriage record is on Antonani for Euplio Caribs and Virgilia Delario. I don't know if I want to pop this up on the big screen here. I want to share it with you guys. Shares. Oh, sharing is not turned on. Oh, come on. Request to share.
There we go.
Okay. Share screen. See, there it is. Euplio Caribs and Virgilia Delario, I think.
Novecento Wow.
Yeah, 1940.
1940.
Yeah, Mary just like said, "Hey, Chris, there's this marriage record I want you to check out." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "All right, cool." So,
Well, can you read that?
Yeah, I can read it. I can't carry on a conversation with somebody in Italian, but I can read it.
Oh yeah.
Marriage.
No, I mean,
Marriage.
it's so little. I
Oh,
guess
well,
Greg
if
has
you-
like
Okay.
a big screen.
If you take it to
Zoom close up.
just double
Oh,
click
now I
on
see.
it so it takes your fills your screen. There you go.
Oh, okay. Well, didn't occur.
Enrico Reggiano Picenzo.
Yeah. That's really cool. That's just Waldo.
Wow.
Philomena. Yeah.
How do they have records up to 1940?
I have no
That's
idea.
cool.
If we got my corner of Calabria got up to 1940, that would be great.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So would my corner of Calabria. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways, I'm going to share my screen and just show off that tip that where are we here? This one. No, I think I'll just do the home window. Okay, so you should be just seeing my WikiTree Plus screen, right?
Yep.
Okay, and the URL to get there is just plus.wikitree.com. I don't know if I can zoom in, but it doesn't zoom in on the location bar. But and anywhere you see this symbol on WikiTree with a red plus sign with a circle around it, if you click on that symbol, it'll open up WikiTree Plus. So that's easy to get to. When you first open it up, there are a number of sections along the left panel. The suggestions one is the one that's open by default, but you want to, for doing what Rhonda suggested, you close that up, open up the search panel, and then in the text area, we're doing a text search, and we're going to type CC7. Is that big enough, or can you see that?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, CC7 equals, and I'm going to put in my own Clark-11007. Of course, you'll put in yours. I'm going to change the number of profiles because I know that thanks to the rock event this summer, my rocking is now, my CC7 is over 2,000 now, and I'm going to hit get profiles. And it found 1,624. Now, I know I just checked yesterday that my CC7 is over 2,000, but WikiTree Plus only shows public profiles. So private people who are connected to me, and I can see because they're on my watch list or I've created those profiles, they will not show up on WikiTree Plus. Only WikiTreeers who have the privacy set so that they're visible, like myself, or people who have passed away and their profiles are public will show up here. So that's why you get a bit of a subset of your CC7, but you get most of them. And so that's all of them. But then if after your WikiTree ID, you put a space and then the word orphan, then and get profiles again, 383 of those are people I could adopt. Andre Trudel. So Trudel, I recognize that last name. That's the last name of one of my great-great-grandmothers. And Saint-Geneviève is one of the towns where many of my ancestors came.
Oh, Genevieve. Oh, nice.
So either of those.
There's another magic word that you could add if you want to work on your CC7 is no parents.
would that go along with orphan or instead of?
Or with, or
Well,
whichever you want.
let's
It's
see.
just another magic word, all
Another
one
magic
word.
yeah. Like that.
Mhm.
And that's limiting it down to 69.
Yeah, so that helps you find the ones where these people need parents.
Wow.
Let's check out
Thank
born
you,
about.
Ezra. Again.
What's that?
Thank you, Ezra.
There we go, Besner. And we've got a jet
Whoa.
down. Woo.
Need a little help on that one.
Well, there's no profile manager. It was created in 2017. I didn't join until 2018, so this is not my fault. Sorry, Dennis, Denny. But that gives me born about 1840. That's a pretty unique name. I could probably find her birth record in Quebec.
Okay.
Oh, looks like Delbra has a question.
Delbra, yes.
Said it earlier. It was just a simple question, you guys know, but I just was wondering what's the oldest ancestor where we will see DNA relationships listed?
Depends on what kind of DNA you're talking about.
The autosomal on the profile pages on the right where it says DNA.
Oh, okay.
Possibility of matches, that one.
Well, if I go to, let's see, am I sharing? What are you seeing when I'm sharing here? Do you see that?
Google.
Yeah, okay. So if I go to my own, I think you'll see myself and for autosomal, it'll go back to I think it'll go back 6 or 7 generations. Is that right, Azure? It's something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's 6 or 7 generations back. Basically, your third or fourth great grandparents. Autosomal is third great grandparents. It's pretty reliable for, but you don't always have. So third great grandparents.
Did you do it on autosomal? Can you show us your third great grandparents?
Yes, I can. Let me just do that quickly. Let's go.
And then go one generation up. See how, you can just see practically what's showing.
So here's my second great grandparent, and you can see me, I'm still there. And then I go up to William. And wait a second, where's DNA for William? I'm still
there. So your
there.
Y DNA is showing there.
Yeah, well, yeah, my Y DNA, the Y DNA line or the mitochondrial DNA line will go forever.
And there's the autosomal.
But the autosomal.
And then there's the autosomal one.
Yeah. And I don't have his father. You know what? I need to go on my maternal line, my French Canadian line, to go far enough. So let's go. I'm going to go on the mitochondrial. Let's see how far. Let's see about Marguerite. So Marguerite is on my mitochondrial, my mother's line. So I show up there under mitochondrial connections. And I do show up there under her autosomal, but that's getting pretty low. She's my 5th great grandmother. Okay. So let's just see. At some point, we're going to run out. No, I'm there. My 6th great grandmother still shows up.
I think it will always just show you.
You think it'll always show
the descendants?
Wow.
I think it just always shows a descendant who would be
that's interesting.
Listed on the DNA list.
Okay.
So if there are people in the system and they've taken DNA, we will probably see them if there are possibilities.
Okay, I found one.
Yeah, if they're connected.
Yeah.
Okay.
8th great grandmother is too far. Is a step too far. See, I'm showing up as a mitochondrial link, which is true because she's my mother's. Right. But we're not close enough to share because the percentage is so small.
So you just don't have enough DNA, but it is still possible to see possibilities on profiles.
Yeah. See, all of these other
Okay.
people could potentially still be cousins
Right.
of mine,
Could still be. You'd have to do jet match or something
but we
else.
may
to
not have enough
find
DNA
it.
match. Because at this point, eighth great grandmother, that far back,
That's
the
cool.
DNA, the chances of actually having a significant chunk of DNA passed along that far back is fairly slim.
Well, DNA is distributed randomly, so I
It is
understand
distributed
that.
randomly, yeah. So it is,
So I
I mean, it's
triangulate that with
possible, but
other
it's not
relatives
very
or and then
likely,
jet
which is,
match.
yeah.
Okay.
And then to
No,
have
I
someone
just was
else who
wondering how
also,
far back WikiTree would show. So this was helpful for me because it's really
good.
cool to be able to see that. I wanted to know if there was a cutoff point and possibilities there may not be.
Looks like about
Right.
0.339% is where it drops off.
That makes sense.
Anything lower than that, it doesn't show.
Yeah.
So
that's what
so it'll just show. Now it'll just show if there's a Y DNA connection or a mtDNA connection.
Yeah.
So,
but these are all potential cousins, so
Potential.
that you can
If
still
you chose the
investigate.
ancestor for this, there'll probably still be some options, even if you're not listed.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
Thank you.
And the neat thing is you can go, like you can click on, so Steve Trudell, remember I said I recognize the Trudell last name as a great grandmother's last name. If I can click, I can get find relationship. What that's going to do is find the relationship between the profile I was on and that person in the DNA connection. So he's her sixth great grandson, whereas she was my eighth great grandmother. So he's 2 generations closer.
He's closer.
Which is why he shows up as a potential match. But the other thing I can do now that I'm here is I can take out her name, Marguerite Perot's WikiTree, and I can put in mine and see how we are related. So Steve and I are actually fifth cousins once removed.
Very cool.
So fifth cousins can share some DNA. So we could potentially actually share some DNA. And because I think he tested a GED match, I could actually test that out. I'm pretty sure that I tried that and we don't in fact share DNA.
But that's a person who didn't have parents linked. So once you link them to your line, right?
This one, no, this was, I found this person from my own ancestry.
Okay,
she
so
is one of my
he is
ancestors that I
connected
do
to
have
those.
linked.
Okay.
But you're right. If you find someone who is unlinked, and you do find a DNA match, then you can build in that connection.
Can you go to the previous page from this screen? Because I had a question about
yeah,
something.
if somebody isn't connected to the tree, they won't show on the DNA connections.
No, they won't.
Because that doesn't happen until they connect to the tree.
Right.
Right.
Previous to this.
But if you're on an this one here?
So they can't populate up the tree unless you're connected.
That makes sense.
Okay.
The
Delbert,
connections page. The connections page. So it might be the page before this. It was where you were do a page before this.
The page before this.
And I'll tell you.
Was it where it was showing the connection between the ancestor and Steve?
It was where he was entering the IDs, that page.
Oh, the WikiTree,
so it's forward a couple of pages.
This one here?
No.
No, it's where you were put your ID in, where you changed it and put your ID in instead of your ancestor's ID. The connection page.
Oh, that one.
The relationship page.
Got it. Okay, so boom, boom, there. Okay, so that was the.
Scroll down a little bit.
Right there.
Oh, it was a little up. It wasn't this particular page. There's a page where it'll show you the different connections you can have. And that confuses me sometimes because it doesn't change. Because it's possible that you can have more than one connection to a person.
Yeah, that's up just a little bit further right there. Yeah. Like you're connected in more than one way.
Yeah, there's 2 different views, but click on that drop down. So those are the other people who are connected to you. Do
other common ancestors that we share, yeah.
Do a page before this, because I think maybe that's where it might have been. Do a page back or find connection. Go forward and then click the find connection tab. Maybe it's
okay.
I probably didn't
my connections
see how you navigated. No, find connection tab.
Find connection, there we go. This one.
No.
Is that the one?
Nope, that's not it either. If I find it, I'll post it in the Discord or
Okay.
something.
Because this one allows you to different ways of finding the connection between one person and another. Who was it we were working on?
The Trudeau
Well, I can
cousin
just put
thing.
in. Let me just put in. Tia has put her full WikiTree ID in there, so I'm just going to use. I'm going to use you as a. Hope you don't mind, Tia. There we go. So Tia and I we're 22 degrees away from each other, and you can see it goes through a few different marriages. If I try to connect through a common ancestor, it does find us, so that means that we are actually cousins.
And then there's a link there that you could use the relationship finder for that same
right
grouping. Yeah.
Oh, and now I have to type in Dulcer again. 11th cousins once removed, Tia.
Woohoo!
Okay, use me, she says. Good. Okay. But what was the other options?
So if you see how many different ways you connect, is that what you're talking about, Delbra? All the different like common shared ancestors that you have? Is that that's what you're asking about?
That could be it. Yeah. I wish I could figure out that drop down view where that is on here. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
So if you go back to that relationship with you, Greg, with Tia,
yeah,
and then do the drop down to see how many different ways how many different shared ancestors you have. I think that's what she's talking about.
I think so too. There we go. And we have 166 common ancestors. Wow. Now the interesting thing, like there's two, so this is probably a husband and wife, right? Unica and John would be my guess.
Is the drop down not working? I'm not seeing it. Huh.
Oh, you don't. Oh, you know why? Because I shared just the window. So let me just, if I can stop.
Oh, that's why. Okay. I was wondering what was going on. I thought you would do the drop down and it wasn't.
I usually, yeah, you know what? I usually do share the whole screen, but because of where the window is here, let me make that bigger.
There you go. Nice background.
And there we go. So
there we go. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you can see all the different all the different shared ancestors.
So all this time I was sharing this drop down with all these, and you weren't seeing any of those.
We weren't seeing anything.
Sorry. Queen Maud, Plantagenet, yeah. So we share lots of different relatives there. Interesting.
And those aren't cousins; those are actual ancestors.
Those are actual.
Yeah,
these are actual ancestors.
The shared ancestor. Yeah.
Yep.
Great. What is it? 10th great. My 11th great grandmother, Tia's 10th great grandmother. So that's
all right.
So
I gotta go.
You gotta go. Oh, wait a second. I was supposed to stop at 10. Because there's another. Azure, you let me go on.
It's only 4 minutes after. Don't worry
I got
about
sucked
it.
in. We fell down a rabbit hole.
What a shocker. Well, thank you for joining me for the chillin' chat.
Chilling time chat.
Interesting.
Chilling time chat.
It was fun. It was fun chatting with all you. But right
Yeah.
now there is something else going on. Is this the
two something else? I dropped the link for the new member how to. It's the last step in the member how to, and then we have the Westward Ho research Zoom party. So
thank you.
Got a choice there.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll be back.
It's great chatting.
Yeah, great chatting with you all. So Carla, to answer your question, would I be willing to do a deeper dive on this when we have more time? Sure, at some point we can do. You know what? When we post I guess when I will post the tech Q&A
The tech talk.
happens the last Monday of every month. So it'll be the last Monday of November. We'll be doing that. Starts at 6 o'clock Eastern time. Put this question in there, and I will make sure that we do a deep dive in that then. Okay, Carla?
All right.
Sounds
See you
good.
later.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you all, folks. Have
Bye,
a great
y'all.
week. Enjoy the rest of
Great chatting with
Thank
y'all.
you.
Look for the
Yeah.
recording
Yay.
to go up soon.
See you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Ezra. Thanks, Vicky.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, Greg.
Good to see you. Good to see you again, Pip. Chris.
Everybody's dropping like
Rick.
flies. All right.
Bye.
Later. Why do I always last to leave?
Take care, everyone.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.